Hello everyone, this is Nasr here, and today I kind of want to demystify Reiki a little bit by explaining it as I teach Reiki, but I think a lot of people who learn Reiki are sort of afraid to practice it because of the free-form nature of it. Kind of like the way that yoga can be when it becomes a personal practice, it can become more free-form. But what I want to do after I explain it a little bit in sort of a more scientific way, I want to do a guided Reiki session that you will do on yourself. Okay, so it'll kind of be like a guided meditation / Reiki session that you're doing on yourself, kind of like a guided yoga class. Because I think that's the way that you'll get the most benefit, is to learn how to do it yourself without having to do these like attunements and all of these, learn all this like terminology and chakras and all of that stuff. We're going to demystify it in that way, that you can just do it yourself and just realize what you're doing and give yourself and your body unconditional love in a sort of guided mindfulness and breathing exercise sort of practice. So I made this YouTube video so that you can refer back to it or share it with others, instead of doing it in a Facebook Live format, as I've been doing a lot of Facebook Live stuff. So Reiki, what is it? Well, one thing, it just means universal life force energy, and I teach Reiki and also Sekhem, which is an Egyptian form of Reiki, which Reiki re-emerged in Japan, but actually comes from ancient Tibetan practices. But they both mean universal life force energy, so it's just the life force energy that's all around us, everywhere, all the time. And so you don't have to be attuned to tap into that universal life force energy. You don't have to get, a Shakti pot or a distribution from a master or anything like that to tap into the universal life force energy all around you, because you're already doing it, But so there are a few things that happen. It's a deep breathing, like deep embodiment and mindfulness practice. We're breathing into our body, feeling our body, and that way it's a lot like yoga. And then we're going to sort of tap into the energies of the planet, the earth, and the energies of the sun by certain visualization techniques. And the thing is, the visualization techniques are very flexible, and I'm going to use some that I like, but feel free, if you tap into it in a different way intuitively, do that way for you. Like, I like to visualize a red laser beam going down into the earth, and some people like to visualize roots coming out of the base of their spine going into the earth, and they breathe that energy of the earth up into their heart. Okay, now there is some scientific connection with our heart rate variability, and how our heart rate variability affects our brain. And our hearts are pulsing at various frequencies, like the earth is pulsating at a certain frequency. And the earth's base resonant frequency, the Schumann resonance, resonates at 7.8 hertz frequency. Okay? And so certain groups like Heart Math have discovered that whenever our heartbeat and our brain waves are starting to beat in a more harmonious way together, it's not synchronization, but they have a word for it, where your heartbeat and brain waves are kind of coming into a peaceful sort of resonance place together. And so something that's interesting is that base resonant frequency of the earth, the Schumann resonance, which is created by the ionosphere and the earth counter-rotating against each other, it's 7.8 hertz frequency, which is right on the threshold of alpha and theta brainwaves. I believe it's a high alpha, low theta brainwave state, which is right between 7 and 8 hertz. So 7.83 hertz is right in between that. And so normally we're in a beta brainwave state where we're thinking and rationalizing and blah 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 blah, and just the inner monologue and the survival and ego and all of that stuff. And then sometimes when we get kind of tired by the end of the day, our thoughts kind of cease and we start to go into more of an alpha brainwave state. And then some people who meditate more do deep embodiment exercises and yoga and ecstatic dance and things like that, embodiment practices. A lot of times we'll be in a relaxed alpha state more often and not as much in the chronic thinking mind where we get so much anxiety and worry. And so theta is a deeper state even than alpha, a deeper state of meditation, and most people only get to theta brainwaves when they're in deep sleep. They go into delta, into sleep paralysis, and then they go into deep theta. But when you look at meditating monks, they're awake and aware, but they're in a deep theta brainwave state where these magical things happen, and a lot of people will also they'll drop from alpha or from beta in a stressful state and drop into what's called a flow state, going down through alpha and theta, and then they'll have these gamma brainwave bursts where you have these realizations. And that's why you can have these realizations in deep meditation and also in a Reiki practice, because you're getting your mind out of the way, because you're focusing on, I use the visualization to help people, you're focusing on your body, you're focusing on your breathing, and then when you're doing it to yourself, you're visualizing and sensing and imagining this energy coming from the sun and coming from the earth, going into the brain and the heart, going through the body, out through the arms in particular, and then down, into the legs, into the head, into the shoulders, into the back, wherever you're feeling it. And so I'll do just like a guided kind of thing vocally, and I'll also go along with you. I'll put my hands on my head when it's guided in the same way you. But I kind of want to demystify some of the stuff about it, because the earth is pulsating at a certain frequency with the sun as well, and the sun is pulsating with the frequency of the center of the Milky Way galaxy, and the center of the Milky Way is pulsating with the central core of the universe. And so there's all these pulsating, resonating, highly energetic masses in space that are just pulsating these energies, and it's different octaves, like different instruments in a symphony resonating to each other. And because they're of different sizes and they're spinning at different speeds, they have a different resonance. And space is empty, but it's got these waves and waves of energy pulsating through it. And there's so much energy pulsating between the earth and the sun. A lot of that energy from the sun gets picked up, like a lot of the gamma radiation and X-rays and stuff like that get picked up by the Van Allen radiation belts and the ionosphere and the earth. And then a lot of that energy comes into the earth. You can see that from like the aurora borealis and australis in the north and south pole of the earth. It's taking in a lot of that energy, and it's fluorescing and creating these pretty colors. And so that's pulsating up from the earth through you all the time. But a lot of times we're in a house wearing, rubber-soled shoes, so we're actually shielding ourselves from the energies of the earth, where we normally would be electrically grounded, as well as mentally and emotionally more grounded, being barefoot on the earth. The other thing is we're inside as well. So there's like all this ultraviolet light, there's the visible spectrum coming from the sun, there's infrared, near infrared, and far infrared, and all kinds of other bands of energy coming from the sun. And a lot of us shield ourselves from the sun with clothing, and with being in a car, and with being inside, like even inside an office building where you work. Inside of a building, you're going to get about 1,500 lux, the measure of sort of quantity or waveform density of light around you. Whereas outside on a bright sunny day, it'll be about 30,000 lux. So much more energy coming into your system and into your cells. Certain infrared frequency bands, like near infrared, can activate the mitochondria to produce more energy. And so we're mostly shielded from this energy from the earth and the sun all the time, but because you're a manifesting, co-creating being who can use their mind to impact the energetic levels of your DNA and your cells, and the sort of electrons and expressions of neurotransmitters in yourself, you can change all that in yourself through visualization, through imagination, through that kind of thing. Our mind has that power. They've done experiments with people imagining and visualizing themselves doing bicep curls, and their muscle mass increased like 6% in like 2 weeks. And so it was crazy how powerful our imagination is. So we're visualizing, sensing, imagining, connecting to the earth, breathing that energy of the earth into us, breathing that energy of the sun into us, and we're just imagining that and feeling it, experiencing it in our body as not only visualizing it as a type of light, gold and white light, but also feeling the sensation of unconditional love. That this energy is made of unconditional love, and it's coming out through our heart and out through our hands, and we're putting it into different parts of our body. Now, we're not putting it in as much as we're allowing it to come into the body. You're not trying to make something happen in your body. You're allowing your body to receive more universal life force energy than you would normally have access to, because now you're consciously focusing on it and you're breathing it in. And all those different levels of your visualization and imagination and feeling is anchoring it more into your body and into your cells and into your reality, into your experience of reality. Because there's a thing called the placebo effect, where if you think you're taking a pill, it will have a benefit. If you think you're taking a pill that will help you, it will benefit you. There's also the nocebo effect. If you believe something is negative is happening to you and to your body, then you'll experience that. You'll experience it that way. You'll experience it as a negative thing. So the power of the mind is undeniable even to modern science, and we don't know fully how to explain it. And so it's this, I'm going to guide you through just a visualization technique. We're breathing in life force energy from the earth and the sun. We're breathing in this unconditional love energy, and we're breathing it through our arms and into our cells and into our blood, and oxygenating our cells and things like that. So we're just going to do a little visualization, kind of like you would do in a yoga class. So you can sit on the ground if you're able to comfortably sit up straight, or you can sit in a chair like I'm doing, a kitchen chair, so I can keep my back straight. You want basically your heart over hips and your head over heart, kind of like you would with a yoga thing, sitting up as straight as you comfortably can and beginning to take deep, slow, effortless breaths. So close your eyes, and like I mentioned before, breathe slowly, deeply, and effortlessly. And now visualize, sense, or imagine a red laser beam coming out of the bottom of your heart, going down through your spine, shooting out of the base of your spine into the core of the earth. And like a fiber optic cable, you're just breathing in the pulsations of the earth into your heart. Okay, now visualize, sense, or imagine that this energy from the toroidal energy field of earth, that's like kind of like a donut, a convection of energy, that energy field is pulsating in your heart, and that energy is pulsating into your blood, and it's going into your cells. And so this is a bunch of different ways that you can visualize, sense, or imagine this happening. This is just one way that I like to do it, so don't get attached to it. This is the only way to do Reiki, but just breathe that energy up into your heart from the earth, pulsating through your veins and arteries, and even visualize the oxygen that you're breathing in just being charged with that peaceful pulsation of earth. Nature may seem chaotic, but it's functioning in perfect harmony with each other, in perfect rhythmic balance. So just breathe into that harmony and into that situational awareness of earth, and just feel her spirit. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathing slowly, deeply, and effortlessly, maybe putting your hands on your heart if that helps you center into your body, into your connection of your body with the earth. Maybe you sigh or make a wind noise. Just feeling the stress and tension melting off of you into the magnetic resonance of the earth. And just feeling your body relaxing into that feeling of the earth. And like I said, this is just one way to do Reiki. This is just one way to deepen your experience of connecting to the life force that's all around you and inside of you. So you already are doing it all the time, and using your imagination and visualization and words and sounds are all just different ways to consciously tap into that life force energy right now. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Feeling that energy pulsating out through your heart and through your hands and back into your heart. And it's also, moving through your heart into all the other parts of your body, into your cells. It just feels sort of these channels of energy in your neurons through your arms, back into your heart. Drinking it in with your breath like it's coming up through a straw. Out through your heart, through your hands, and back into your heart. And thus back into all other parts of your body. So just kind of visualize, sense, or imagine that this energy from the earth is just kind of like energetically bathing you and scrubbing you clean in the level of your blood and of your neurons and of your cells. And being grounded and connected to the earth is just kind of magnetically sucking this energy off of you as you're not only emotionally, mentally, and spiritually grounding to the earth, but you're also electrically grounding yourself to the earth by visualizing your connection to it and to her. And by visualizing your body's connection to the earth vibrationally and on all other levels of your being. So now that we're really connected to the earth, my dogs have awoken from their nap. And that's okay. I love them being present in this state with me. So continue to breathe slowly, deeply, and effortlessly. I'm going to share some of this unconditional love energy with my dogs here. Maybe you want to share some unconditional love energy with your plants around you or other things in your house like crystals or your TV, whatever brings you joy. But also remember to give it to yourself first so that you're overflowing it from yourself so that you can then share it from a place of abundance to everything else in your reality. Sigh if you need to, shake it off. If you need to, roll your shoulders, move your neck back and forth if you feel like you need to send that energy, allow that energy to just kind of, that fear and stuckness and stress, just allow it to fall off of you into the earth. Also, as we shift into the next sort of mode of this meditation, and you can close your eyes if you wish or open your eyes if you wish, whatever helps you visualize, sense, imagine, embody this sort of energy of connection to the earth. You can also bring this energy up through your body, from your belly, transmuting it up through your heart and up through your head, resonating it down and around like a torus, and then up to the stars as you visually, emotionally process the energies within yourself that you're integrating to higher levels. So some of the stress and heaviness can just sort of fall away, and also some things that you're holding on to can be transmuted and moved up. So I want you to, on this next step, visualize, sense, or imagine a golden sphere 1.5 to 2 feet above your head, and this golden sphere is vortexing energy from the sun and from the stars and from the galaxy, and you're just vortexing it down like a tornado, coming into the head. And it's gold and white light, and this white light sparkles and shines with an opalescent diamond kind of frequency color, and it goes into your head and into your brain, waking up those cells, waking up your nervous system. And as you continue to breathe, visualize, sense, and imagine it coming down into your cerebellum and down into your neck, down into, your throat chakra and your thyroid gland and things like that, and your neck, your spine. Breathing it down even more as you continue to breathe deeply, slowly, and effortlessly, and as you continue to visualize this vortexing tornado of energy coming into the heart. And as it plugs into the heart, it's also connected to this laser beam, this cord that you have connected your heart to the earth. So now you're breathing in the cosmic energy, but you're breathing it in from a place of also being grounded to your body and to the earth. Connecting to the earth, visualizing and imagining it, connecting to the earth also helps us connect to our body, to our emotions, to our experience of the present moment. And as we connect to the cosmic energy, we can connect to insights beyond time and space, beyond our physical body. And you can get lost in this if you're not first connected to the earth. So breathe deeply, slowly, and effortlessly, however feels comfortable for you. I like to do in through the nose, in through the mouth, but sometimes I like to mix it up. I'm going to let my dog out the back door, but continue to breathe deeply, slowly, and effortlessly, and just filling your body with this gold and white light. So now that they're outside, we're just doing the same thing, connecting to your heart, breathing deeply, slowly, and effortlessly in this gold and white light vortexes that is coming in from above. Visualize, sense, or imagine it charging up the heart, and the heart charging up the blood, and the red blood cells, and the fluid in your blood is just sparkling with this white and diamond opalescent light, and this gold honey-like fluid. And it's just filling your veins and arteries as you breathe. So we're breathing in kind of this almost fiery, electric light as we're connected to our body, connected to that kundalini. So we're still breathing in energy up from the earth, but also down from the cosmos, and we're just charging up our heart and our blood and our oxygen with this energy so it goes to our cells. Sometimes I like to do fast breathing. But then I like to relax into my body and feel this sort of sparkling, fiery, electric light, however you experience it, golden, honey-like, opalescent, diamond-like, shining, radiant energy of unconditional love, unconditional divine love, and all the 7 colors of the rainbow is radiating into every cell of your body. And as you breathe, you're just filling up your body with this white and diamond and golden light. And then it starts to expand out through your body and aura. It starts to expand out through your cells and through your DNA. I'm going to leave my dogs outside for a little bit, and they're just going to have to deal with it as we continue this meditation. We'll finish up soon in divine right timing. So breathe and feel this golden white light, this radiant diamond-like light just expanding out from your heart and from every cell in your body into this white and diamond and golden cocoon all around you. And it has all the 7 colors of the rainbow, and it's just radiating into this cocoon. And as you breathe slowly, deeply, and effortlessly from the belly, diaphragmatic breathing, fully filling up your body and aura with this radiant light. You're just feeling it surrounding you and filling up this luminescent cocoon and filling up your cells, what you could call your aura. and stuck energy, as you might feel some heaviness inside of you in different places that don't want to relax and surrender. I don't want to say submit because it's surrendering to the unconditional love, because submit is different, because surrender is through your own free will relaxing into this universal life force and this unconditional love. So now that you've filled up your body and aura as much as you possibly can, you're overflowing this energy. Visualize, sense, and imagine this energy going down through your head and maybe up through your spinal cord into your heart. And it moves out through your hands, kind of like a cross, kind of like a sort of self-actualized, self-realized divine being, the Krishna, Buddha, Christ consciousness that exists within each of us, that has transcended time and space. That part of us that is eternal. It's radiating that divine unconditional love through our heart, through our hands, and just visualize, sense, or imagine. Put your hands on your knees. My dogs really want to come inside, but that's okay. I want to share this moment with you now. So visualize, sense, or imagine this energy. Put your hands on your knees. It comes out of your heart, out through your arms, and it goes through your fingertips, and it goes into your knees and down into your legs and feet. You're just breathing this energy in through your spine and out through your heart. And it's an energy of unconditional love. Just unconditionally love your knees, your calves, unconditionally love your feet. And breathe this energy and unconditional love into all of these parts of your being. Breathe it into your veins and arteries, into your joints and your cartilage. Deep breath in. Visualize this golden white and shining light going into your knees and your legs and your feet and your cells in those areas. Your muscles and your joints and all the parts of those aspects of your body. And this is what I mean by, we're just going to kind of do it like a guided yoga thing, where we're just doing body movements, being present with these different parts of our body, and just unconditionally loving these parts of ourselves, tapping into the infinite energy that's within us and all around us without depleting ourselves. So that's what makes it Reiki or Sekhem, is that you're not just putting your own finite energy into it, you're tapping into the infinite energy all around you. And sending that unconditional love to yourself. So when you're typically doing Reiki, if you want to do this on your own, you would just do it until you feel the energy sort of start to subside. It feels like it's complete, like less energy is trickling out of your hands. And so it's time to move on to the next phase. And so maybe you don't feel quite ready to move on, you could remain in that place, or if you do feel like you're ready to move on, you can put your hands on your hips. And visualize, sense, or imagine this energy coming out of your hands and going into your hips and into your femurs and your quadriceps and, you know, all of the tissues in those areas, the muscles and the joints. And if you feel like you're not quite done with the legs, you can visualize, sense, visualize, sense, or imagine that energy coming out of your heart and through your arms, going down your hips and down your legs into your calves and feet, you know, and continue to just fill up your body with this unconditional love energy. Remember to breathe. Deep diaphragmatic breaths from the belly. Remember to sit up as straight as you comfortably can so the energy can flow most easily through you. This can be a little more difficult if you're sitting on the ground, so if that's hard for you, just sit in a chair where it's comfortable, because if you're in pain, it's going to distract more from just being present in your body and being in the energy. So next, whenever you're ready to move on, put your hands onto your belly. I know you want to come in, they're just going to have to wait. They're just going to have to wait. It's TR time. As Dr. Sarah Godfrey calls it. Time where you take time for yourself, for self-love and self-care practices. And you may have to do this with your own pets or with your own kids. Say, listen, mommy or daddy has to do this, watch this show, and I'm going to be, in this room meditating. And you're just going to, it's time, spend time with your father or with this other person, your maybe another family member that can watch after them. Or with dogs, you can put them in their kennel. Cats are usually a lot less so, but you may have to go in another room, because whenever you start doing Reiki, cats want to come up to you and sit on you and feel that energy. Almost immediately. Dogs too. Dogs will come up and want to be pet by you because you're vibrating at that energy. So anyway, breathe in slowly, deeply, and effortlessly. And the thing about Reiki too is not to judge it if you feel thoughts or impulses or things or distractions coming up. Just see it as a learning experience to go deeper into the present moment, into yourself and into your body, and without necessarily denying the external reality, but still doing your best to remain present in your body without fully getting lost in frustration or distraction. So continue to breathe and feel this energy coming through your spine from above and below, just kind of vortexing into you from the earth and the sun and the galaxy. It comes out through your heart, out through your arms, and it's going into your belly now, which, they call it the Dantian in China and the Hara in Japan. And it's just filling up with this fiery energy as you breathe. You feel energy starting to course through your physical body. You feel energy going into your organs, your adrenal glands and your kidneys and your stomach and your intestines, and all of these organs are now receiving unconditional love. Love and feel gratitude for all of your organs and all that they do for you, digesting your food and filtering your blood and doing all this stuff. And it's amazing how much they do for you, and just unconditionally love them and just feel this energy from the universe, this unconditional divine love that may even surpass your capacity for love, is coming into you now and mystically, magically healing your organs, going into your body. And you're just feeling in your heart and in your body as if that was true, so that your cells can relax into this moment and truly enjoy and be grateful for this moment and all that's occurring in it, including the distractions like my dogs at the back door. And now move up a little bit when you're ready, and move up to sort of the solar plexus and feel this energy going into the bottom of your lungs and into your diaphragm, into your pancreas, into your abdomen, your other organs like the liver and the gallbladder, and the energy is fluid. It's flowing in. It's diamond white and luminescent, opalescent and honey-like and golden light just pouring into your body. And just visualizing it filling up your body from your feet to your legs, all the way up, filling up your cup all the way to your hips. And now these new organs, and you're just continually filling yourself up more with unconditional love and cosmic divine love and light. And just bliss energy, and feeling that in your cells as if that were true. So continue to breathe deeply, slowly, and effortlessly into these parts of your body and into these organs and all your tissues. And now move up to your heart and chest. The energy starts going into your love, or into your heart, into your love. Unconditional love goes into your heart. Maybe you're putting them here. I want to send love to my lungs, as I've had a lot of issues with my lungs in the past. Maybe you want to send energy to your heart. Use your intuition. I don't want you to feel like this is a static thing that you have to always do it this way. If you feel pain somewhere, like in your chest or under your armpits or something, I don't know, or maybe on the outside of your shoulders, send energy there. Send energy into your arms. Deep, full breaths. Send energy into your elbows with deep, full breaths. And as you send it into your elbows, it circulates back into your heart and continues to just fill up your cup with this luminescent light, but also this golden honey-like fluid of unconditional love and bliss. And however you experience it, I feel sparkly in my cells and happy and light. But it's not like happiness, it's joy. Because happiness is more like pleasure. But to me it feels like a lightness and a joy and a bliss and a peace. And however it feels for you is fine. It's universal, common to all purposes. Now put your arms and hands on your shoulders. And it's going down into your shoulders and your arms and into your chest and organs, all the way down into your feet. It's clearing out your meridians, scrubbing any heaviness or stuckness out of your body. Exhaling any stuckness in your body, any heaviness. There's kind of like a lightning, like fire-like energy too, just kind of going through your meridians and enlivening you and awakening you. Maybe you feel an icy energy cooling you and calming you. Whatever energy you're feeling coming from the cosmos and coming from your own heart is exactly what you're meant to receive. Your heart is calling out to that energy from the cosmos. So do your best to receive it and not just try to make it happen. You're just breathing in the universal life force energy coming to you that's magnetizing to your heart from the earth and from the cosmos. Okay, now whenever you're ready, move up to your head, top of your head. And it's going not only into your brain, but into your neck and throat, and also down all the way into your spine. It's radiating through your nervous system as it goes through your spine. So it's radiating into your arms and hands and just kind of finally clearing out anything in your body that you may feel any stuckness, and just filling your body and your cells with unconditional love, thanking your nervous system and your brain and your throat and your thyroid and your heart and your thymus and all these glands and hypothalamus and pineal and pituitary, thanking all of them, having gratitude for them. And even if you don't know what they do, like your life would either not exist, it would not exist without them, or it would be severely impaired without them. So feel gratitude for them, even if you don't understand them. Thank them for what they do in making your life great. And even if they're not functioning optimally, thanking them and feeling gratitude and sending unconditional love for them will help them function better. Even if it's not perfect, it will help it function better. Okay? Okay. Whenever you feel like you're done, you're kind of just full, you can kind of just shake off your body and feel any lightness. You know, maybe your arms got a little tired holding them in those different places for a while, but now bring your hands back to prayer position. Visualize, sense, or imagine a gold, opalescent diamond cocoon just kind of surrounding you, just kind of clearing your aura, pulsating through your heart with all the colors of the rainbow. However you see that, maybe one color is coming through for you. Maybe it's like silver, gold, or purple, or whatever, you know. Or maybe it's red, you know, there's nothing wrong with red. I can sing the neighbor's dog. Okay. So, we're about to close this up and finish this. So remember deep, slow, effortless breaths, and start to just kind of come back to your body, come back to your life, but take care to remain in this state of peace and calm, even with the distractions of the world around you. You know, I'm about to let my dogs back in, and, you know, they're going to be hyped up, and that's okay. I can love that and understand them, that that's where they're at, but I can stay in this peace in myself in a way that's authentic. You know, remember to always remain authentic. But when you feel connected, you feel unconditional love, it seems to be harder to trigger you. You're much more peaceful. As you can see with my dogs, you know, and be sure to drink some water. I'm going to drink my green powder drink with some essential oils and MSM and shilajit and minerals in it. Well, you might have freed up some toxins, let some stress go, and some holding patterns in your muscles go. So stuff starts to move out of your body. So be sure to drink some water. I recommend 24 to 32 ounces, like a good deal of water. And just remember to breathe from your belly and not just come into the high chest breath and holding tension. As you relax your body, you get better circulation, you get better flow, you get better energy in yourself, and you meet your body, you meet everything in your reality from a more proactive place instead of a reactive place. Instead of being like a thermometer that reads the temperature of the environment, you become like a thermostat that helps set the temperature of your environment. Okay, signing off everyone. I love you all. Thank you for doing this meditation.